Well, as you may remember, until last year, the mortgage market was booming. Remember that. And thousands of people were sold mortgages they couldn't really afford. Now, though, the mortgage watchdog, the financial ombudsman, has warned that some of those mortgages may have been missold. In other words, the lenders and brokers who arranged the deals broke the rules and didn't judge whether the borrowers could ever pay them back. Well, our money reporter Bridget Nzeku joins us now. Bridget, how big, I mean, you'd have thought they'd have learned by now. How big a problem is this?
Well, it's difficult to know exactly the scale of the problem, but the Financial Ombudsman says the number of complaints is increasing. Now, all types of mortgage complaints are increasing. In 2006, there were more than 4,300 complaints. That number jumped to 6,500 last year, up almost 50%. The Financial Ombudsman says that less than 5% of all complaints are about mis-selling, which would mean perhaps around 300 cases last year. But that's only reported cases, so it could be the tip of the iceberg.
Well, certainly we see cases of mis-selling where we, frankly, find it extremely difficult to believe that a responsible lender or a responsible intermediary could have, in all conscience, advised the customer that this was a sensible product, a sensible size of loan for them to take out, given what that lender, given what that broker knew about the customer's circumstances.
Now, I've also spoken today to the Financial Services Authority, and they have confirmed that they're actually investigating cases of mis-selling at the moment. They won't say which companies or how many, but they have actually fined brokers recently. Just last week, they fined a company called Think because they a £900,000 fine for poor record keeping and for poor risk assessment of customers. Now, this shows that there is possibly a problem in the market.
Well, there certainly is. And either we're getting more bullshit. I mean, those are astonishing figures. 48, it's nearly a 50% increase in people complaining. So what kind of things are they complaining about?
Well, charities like Shelter and the Citizens Advice Bureau say that many of the cases they've seen relate primarily to subprime mortgages. That's mortgages to people with low incomes or poor credit records. Now, they say that the key complaint is that brokers and lenders don't always adequately assess whether a mortgage is affordable for a customer. Another complaint that they've made is that sometimes customers' risk is wrongly assessed. For example, it might be a subprime customer who is deemed to be riskier than they really are, so they pay more interest.
So we've seen people on benefits maybe unable to work given mortgages that they could never really service. People who have got serious debt problems that they're trying to deal with, being contacted by people saying, do you want to buy your council house, for instance, and getting into difficulties very quickly. Also, loans, say, maybe people who are over retirement age, given mortgages that would stretch very to the very old age with no account of their income. In one case, mortgage costs made people's expenditure £200 a month more than their income. Now, there was no way that that mortgage was going to stand up over time.
Now, we've put these points to both lenders and brokers. The Council of Mortgage Lenders gave us a statement saying that mis-selling is very uncommon, and clearly it's not in any lender's interest to charge somebody more than they can afford to pay. We're still waiting to hear back from brokers what their response is. And also, the Financial Services Authority next month will be publishing a report into responsible lending in the mortgage market.
OK, I'm sure the brokers will get their defence in soon. Thanks, Bridget. And if you've taken out a mortgage and think you were badly advised by your lender or broker, please do email us, news@channel4.com.